This video will discuss strategies for dividing by twos. So when dividing by twos, one way to think about that would be if I have 14 and I want to put 14 into two groups, how many would be in each group? That would be an efficient way to think about that. So here I have 14, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of divvy this out into two groups. And you can probably already figure out the answer because if you kind of think about addition when you do your addition work, what this is related to your doubles. So I've divvied out these into two groups, and you'll see that there are 7 in each group. So 14 put into two groups is 7. So think of what's half of 14, and that'll get you to the answer. A more efficient way is to think about multiplication. So 16 divided by 2, I'm going to think about 2 times what is 16. You'll notice that I'm starting off with the dividend. That's my total. So this is really asking if I have a total, and you could either think of it as I put it into two groups or I have 2 in a group. That would be another way to think about this problem. How many are there? So I can think about my multiplication problem. I can think about 2 times what is 16. So you'll notice the total in division is here, and you'll notice the total in multiplication is at the end. This is called the product. I know 2 times 8 is 16, and so since I know that, I know 16 divided by 2 is 8. So just to review those two methods, most efficiently, I would think multiplication. 18 divided by 2 is what? Well, I think 2 times what is 18. If I know that's 9, I can figure out my division problem. But let's say I just don't remember that. 12 divided by 2, I just can't remember 2 times what is 12. I can think 12, what would that be divided in half? Like if I take 12 and I put it into two groups, how many would end up being in each group? So if I take 12 and like you're seeing I'm doing, putting that into two different groups, you'll see that I end up having 6 in a group. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. Remember, when dividing by twos, think 2 times what equals the dividend, think multiplication, or you could think about how many would be in a group if you divided that total in half.